Welcome back, South Africa, and as you can see, I've got these two lovely ladies joining me in the kitchen. Yes, it is Friday, my second favorite F word, and my first, of course, being food. And what better way to enter into the weekend than with a simple but flavor-packed noodle dish? Remember those instant noodles you have stashed away in your cupboard? Well, take them out and join me as I give you my take on a chicken stir-fry noodle. Chicken noodle stir-fry. Anyway, ladies, we are making a noodle stir-fry, right?
Cool.
And I know a lot of us have noodles, instant noodles in our cupboard. And most times we frown upon them. I don't know why. They're actually quite amazing because they're convenient, they're versatile, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use them in this amazing dish we're going to make today. But before we get started, I need you ladies to julienne some carrots for me. So you've got the amazing task of carrots. You've got the of julienning and peeling the peppers.
Cool.
And you said to me you saw the...
We were listening,
Oh, you were?
We were listening to your tricks.
And while you do that, I'll basically just show South Africa some more tricks on what to do with the chicken.
Awesome.
So most times when people make chicken, whenever we're making them in a dish, we tend to just cut it up however, throw it into the pot, and then hope for the best. But I do want to show you something regarding how you cut it to make sure that it actually comes out much more tender. So the first trick, obviously, because we're going to use strips this time, we're not going to cube it. We're going to make nice little strips. And as you can see, once I've cut this open, the chicken fillets or breasts have these grains, and that's basically muscles, the muscles in the actual chicken itself. And what you want to do is you want to cut against the grain. You don't want to go according or with the line itself. So if you look at it here, the grains basically go in this direction. So I'm going to cut in the opposite direction because I want to make sure that the meat stays tender. And I don't know if you've ever heard of that trick, that to make sure that your meat is tender, whether it's red meat or chicken, you must cut against the grain.
I've just learned it now.
Yeah. My husband's going to be very happy I came today.
Because that's actually a trick that works with red meat as well. So if you're making red meat and you're making perhaps a stir fry with steak, you'll see that the grains go in a certain direction. Just make sure you cut in the opposite direction against it.
Yeah.
And I promise you your meat will be much more tender. And that way it also helps with making sure that it doesn't take too long to cook, as long as you cut it obviously into nice thin strips like I'm doing over here. And so basically to get this started as well, I've got our wok. Normally if you don't have a wok, South Africa, you can use a normal pan. But I've decided since we're doing a noodle dish, why not keep it, classic and use an actual wok for today. It's quite a heavy wok, so I don't know which one of you feels strong enough to handle it.
Who's got some grease?
It'll be you. You've got the task. So to start it off, I'm going to put our chicken in here. And the ingredients that are going into this amazing dish, we've got some soy sauce that I'm going to pour into our bowl. We've also got some ginger, crushed ginger.
I love ginger.
We've got garlic. We've also got fish sauce. Now, if there is one sauce that I know a lot of people try to shy away from, it's fish sauce because of its smell, because of its flavor. But I promise you, once you put it in here, you will barely taste it, but it'll actually add an additional flavor that is much needed in this dish. I don't know if you ladies have ever tried stir fry, have a favorite kind of stir fry?
Yes, I like chicken stir fry.
Yeah, I've already I've seen some, is it cashews over there?
Yes.
So all those flavors are already like sending off signals. All the flavors I'm thinking of.
I'm glad.
So tasted.
Ideally, what you'd want to do with your chicken is you marinate it for at least an hour. That way you basically help it tenderize because the soy sauce, the fermented soy basically helps it to tenderize, and it also absorbs all of that flavor. But because we don't want to waste anyone's time, it is the weekend, we're trying to get those tummies filled. All we're going to do now is I'm going to go into our pan. Starts off with a very hot pan. Very, very hot, South Africa. Make sure your pan or your wok, in this case, is very hot. And the one thing I love about the wok is that it helps to make sure that you basically just keep moving the meat around without burning it, but it also makes sure that it cooks evenly. So to drop this in there, I'm going to start with our chicken. The trick as well is to always cook the chicken, take it out, and put the rest of the ingredients in there.
Oh, I actually didn't know that part. I like to leave it in there. Throw everything in.
The thing about that is that it actually helps keep your meat tender because if you're going to leave it there the whole time, the longer it cooks, the tougher it gets.
I think Candice wants to make sure that it's completely killed.
Yeah. I know, and I really agree because you want to make sure that it's fully cooked because you don't want any salmonella or anything like that. So while that cooks up, because the heat is quite high, I also want to get that nice little char and it's going to caramelize. So I've put in some cornstarch into our soy sauce. Basically, we marinated the chicken in here.
Yeah.
Let that cook up. And then in that same marinade, I'm putting some cornstarch. What that'll do is basically help it thicken up the sauce. And that'll help it basically hug the noodles that we're going to throw
Yeah.
in there. So while this is cooking up, I just want to make sure this is in high enough heat. South Africa, I'm not sure if you can see this. We want this to be nice and hot. And the thinner your strips are, the quicker it cooks, the less time you spend in the pan.
Yeah.
We've also got some green pepper, some julienne carrots. Can I ask you just to pass
You're not
me
allowed
those?
to look at Marguerite.
I don't think ours look like that.
That's the professional one. Just right ours in the side.
Look at this amazing julienne, South Africa. I'm sure we can get like a couple more juliennes from this, but it's no problem. Not a
Sorry.
problem. The thicker it is, the more texture it has, the crunchier it gets.
Yeah.
So don't
Exactly, that's
worry.
what I was going for.
I know, exactly. I saw exactly what you were putting. So basically now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to leave this for another 2 minutes. And ideally what you want to do is we're going to take, let me actually take it out so I can basically assemble it for you so you get what this is about. We take the chicken out. Because we want, a stir fry is always about fresh, so we don't want to overcook anything here. It's basically about keeping it fresh. We go in with the rest of our ingredients still on high.
Yeah.
Still on high heat. We go in with our carrots, our green peppers that have been julienne, our cashews that you absolutely love.
Yum, yum.
We're gonna toss this all together. Bring back our chicken. Put that all in there. And because you've got all the seasoning in there, you don't have to worry about additional flavors, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And a bit of honey that's gonna add with the glossiness of it, as well as that sweetness if it's too, basically too salty for you.
Yeah.
And immediately when the cornstarch slurry goes in there, it starts to thicken up. And that's basically what it's gonna look like now. And as it keeps getting hotter, I can start adding my noodles.
It smells so good.
And it's making like this sticky type of sauce.
Correct. So that's basically how the noodle sauce is
Yeah.
supposed to look. You don't want it too dry, and that's
Yeah.
where the glossiness of the honey comes in. And
That's a good trick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't overcook it. The longer you cook it, the more it gets absorbed, and that's why you want to cook your noodles first, halfway, and then
Okay.
fry them up in the pan. In South Africa, I don't know if you're seeing this, but this looks absolutely amazing. You can smell it. And that's it, South Africa. If any of you want me to send nudes, these are the nudes I'll be sending to you. And to get this recipe, go to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full ingredients list and the recipe steps.